It feels great to be back in Scotland. You find me at Paisley Gilmore Street Station on the Ayrshire coastline. And there's something interesting and quirky that I'm going to do today. Currently, you can't get a direct train from Glasgow Central or Paisley Gilmore Street to Ayr. You got to change at Prestwick Town, and you got to ride a shuttle service from Prestwick Town to Ayr. But I'm going to wait for the next train to Prestwick Town, but I'm not going there at the moment because I'm going to Brassey, because I want to show you something at Brassey before we carry on the journey. So we have now made it to Brassey. Now the reason I've come to this railway station is because the trains from Prestwick Town are actually coming up to Brassey to use a line at a turnback siding to head back towards Prestwick Town to form the next service to Ayr. So I'll come here to capture some Class 156 diesel multiple units, arriving empty stock and then departing empty stock back towards Prestwick Town. So Brassey station was opened by the Glasgow, Paisley and Kilmarnock Railway on the 5th of August 1839. Now this station used to have 4 platforms. The 2 platforms I'm currently standing on goes towards Paisley Gilmore Street. But the other 2 platforms are disused, but they used to take trains towards Kilmarnock. But the Class 156 is using the Kilmarnock line as a turnback siding, so they could go empty stock, turn around and then go back towards Prestwick Town to form the next service to Ayr. But that line is actually still in use for passengers, but not currently at the moment. So unfortunately, the weather is actually doing Scottish things. It's raining. But we shall be leaving Brassey on the 1336 ScotRail service and we go straight to Prestwick Town, because we're going to be changing at Prestwick Town to ride the Ayr Shuttle to Ayr, also calling at an intermediate station between Prestwick Town and Ayr. So our train's arriving now, let's go to Prestwick Town. So we have now made it to the temporary terminus station of Prestwick Town. And honestly, it just looks a beautiful area here. I actually really do like it, to be honest. But the reason this is a temporary terminus is because when the trains come in from Glasgow Central, they actually go towards Ayr, but they actually use Falkland Yard to turn around to come back into Prestwick Town to form the next service to Glasgow Central. And as we saw at Brassey, the Class 156s that terminate from Ayr, they go up to Brassey to turn around to come back to Prestwick Town to form the next service to Ayr. Both services are actually running a half-an-hour frequency at the moment, but this is only temporarily, which we'll explain when we get to Ayr Station. So a bit of history about Prestwick Town Station. Basically, it's the same history as Brassey. It opened on the 5th of August 1839 by the Glasgow, Paisley and Kilmarnock Railway. And we're going to be leaving Prestwick Town on the 1425 ScotRail service to Ayr. But there is one intermediate station between Prestwick Town and Ayr that we are going to next. And that station is Newton-on-Ayr. So we have now made it to Newton on Ayr, and to be honest, I just got off the train here because it was just a perfect excuse to get off a Class 156 at this railway station, because technically they actually don't stop at this railway station. It's mainly the Glasgow Central to Ayr services that do call here, but with the trains being cut back to Prestwick Town at the moment, the 156s are actually running the shuttle between Prestwick Town and Ayr and also calling at Newton on Ayr. But this station actually opened in 1886 by the Glasgow South Western Railway, but there was a station here earlier which was opened by the Ayr and Glasgow Railway, which opened in 1864 as Newton Head, but that station closed 4 years later in 1868. So while I'm at Newton on Ayr, let's talk about why this shuttle service is currently happening at the moment. Now, the 25th of January 2023, the station hotel caught fire. Severe blaze ripped through the station hotel. It caused a lot of damage, and the roof of the station hotel actually collapsed. Now, services had to be suspended, but the problem is you can't knock the station hotel down because it's a listed building. So is Ayr Station as well. So what they've done is they actually brought this shuttle service here from Ayr to Prestwick Town to restore services at Ayr. Now, at one point I think services were suspended, but they reinstated this service, and currently Class 156 diesel multiple units are shuttling up and down between Prestwick Town and Ayr Station, only using one platform at the moment. So I'm going to wait for the next train now and we're going to Ayr. So we have now made it to Ayr Station, and honestly, seeing this station at the moment, it's really quite sad. It's in a sorry state at the moment. It does have 4 platforms, but it's only got 1 platform in operation. The north end of platform 4, that's it, because the other platforms are in the exclusion zone just in case something happens to the station hotel. But this station actually reminds me of Birmingham Snow Hill Station in the early 1970s, because that actually became the biggest on-staff station in the country, with just 1 platform serving Birmingham Snow Hill Station for a shuttle service to Wolverhampton. Even though this station is staffed, it just feels like that, to be honest. So a bit of history about Ayr Station. It opened on the 12th of January 1886 by the Glasgow and South Western Railway. In fact, the station hotel actually opened at the same time. However though, this actually replaced the earlier station which was here, which opened in 1857. But that station was called Ayr Townhead. Also at Ayr, you can actually change here for the railway replacement bus services to Stranraer at the moment, which is a line that I would love to do in the future, to be honest. I haven't cleared that line from Ayr to Stranraer yet. I have heard rumours that the 22nd of March 2024 services could be restored, but I'm not sure on that. That's not concrete information at the moment. But it has really been fun riding the shuttle service from Prestwick Town to Ayr on a Class 156 diesel multiple unit. And speaking of Class 156s, I'm going to put the East Kilbride video up here, which features a lot of Class 156 diesel multiple units. Feel free to give that a click if you have not seen it yet. People on screen now are usually channel members and patient supporters. Thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SimOnTrains. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. And I'm going back to Glasgow Central now to check in into my hotel.